Well, I suppose this particular video, I'm also not showing what the colors are going to be for my country. Not because I'm insulting my country or anybody else for that country, man, at this point. It's 3:34 in the morning, West Coast time. It is Thursday, the 4th of July, 2024. The Wee Ridge on Sea, Roseman, California. Having issues with my computer all over again. Why am I not surprised? So in the last video, I was talking about a gentleman I came across on YouTube, a Tennessee, not a native, but a Tennessee transplant. He's lived there long enough. Should have been almost a native, but he's not. He's just a transplant like me. I'm a transplant from LA County, from LA City to Kern County. I'm a transplant, but I'm still a U.S. citizen. I'm a California citizen. Difference between state and federal? Not that I know of. But I saw this story and it pissed me off. It said to me that you can't be a U.S. citizen. Not allowed. Because of the real idea that came out and what requirements that they actually have, you would be having issues regarding this stuff. And for me, I think I would be having issues over this stuff. I would have an issue with my own Department of Motor Vehicles in California because, according to the video, I got to get the stuff, send it electronically, and then go over with the stuff itself that I just scanned into the system to get my card. I could have just gone over there with the damn paperwork without using the computer and just apply that way. They tried to make it convenient. They made it more hard. There used to be a time before this Real ID crap came out and the 9/11 stuff that scared the crap out of us. Doing this kind of thing to us. We'd go to the driver's license. We'd go to the local Department of Motor Vehicles of our state. Out here in California, I'd use that for an example. And if the place is closed, you have to go to another one. But they all dealt with the same thing. Computer issues. Monster networks from the 1940s, I think. But they still dealt with paperwork. You had to wait in line, get your number to be called, and we get a ticket. Wait for your number to be called. 1 or 2 hours later, go up to the line, go to this place, go to this place, go to this place. It was a nightmare. Computers were supposed to make it so easy. No, not really. Take a ticket, wait for a number. Take the ticket electronically and still wait for the number. It's not going to be announcing your name all over the damn place. You're just a number when you go in there, because that's how to deal with by the numbers. So in that aspect, I'm dealing with this, and I hate bureaucracy. But dealing with bureaucracy, you try to understand the bureaucracy, why it's so important. Not really, because it's still bureaucracy, and somebody still needs to throw paperwork at people left and right just to prove something. What they're trying to prove is how screwed up their system still is. But this is July 4th. I'm supposed to be talking about... What the hell am I supposed to be talking about again for July 4th? The country had 240 years birth. I'm sorry, does it have a birth certificate? Oh, I got a Declaration of Independence. Yeah, but does it have a watermark on there? Does it have a symbol or seal on the damn thing? Does the U.S. Constitution have that? Not that I know of. Was it authorized by any state? No, it's just federal. But we got a problem with this. How are we supposed to be a legitimate, recognized country if we can't even have our own official seals in the damn thing? Date stamped and have some damn clerk on there saying, I authorize this, I recognize this, this is my signature. I have to do that for the damn state paperwork. Meaning, if I need to get something updated, I gotta go through hoops on this damn thing. Worse off, if I happen to lose my paperwork, that's even going to be a nightmare. Because now I got to go to this place and this place and this place. I got to go to my birth certificate at one particular place. I don't know where the hell I got to go to. Social Security card I need. So I have to go to the Social Security office with any kind of old form of ID to prove myself. What happens if I don't have my ID? Again, I got to get a birth certificate. I got to get a driver's license. In order to get a driver's license, you got to have a birth certificate. But if I happen to get the birth certificate, at least that's something. Then I got to get a Social Security card. And if I'm still in the system, they'll be able to get me generated in the mail. Take about 2 to 4 weeks. Maybe longer than that for processing. By the time I get that damn thing, I can't go anyplace. But I can go on buses. I can go on trains. I can't go on planes. That sucks. So, here I am at the DMV office. And here's some of the paperwork I got, and also some of the stuff I can prove. Give me a picture ID, please. So I got a picture ID. I use it. I have it. And I deal with it. That's how I deal. I just deal with it. But everything else right now, people are thumping their chests left and right about how great this country is, how it's supposed to be this way, how it's supposed to be that way. Until you find out the real mechanism of the damn country. It's not the power brokers, it's not the money makers, it's the bureaucracy. The things that make the state run makes the country run. Paperwork, 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 paperwork. That drone is a paperwork. I wrote a poem about that one a long time ago. Buried it somewhere. But states that you deal with, yes, we must deal with bureaucracy. We must keep track of you one way or another. And if anything else, we have updated IDs to make sure that we get to track your ass. Yeah, next up, all I have. I mean, retina scans are one thing, facial recs that way. Long time ago, they actually had cards that you fill out the future information or future incidents or whatever they'll call them. FI cards. How about just FYI cards for your information? Go to the station, get your fingerprinted. Messy ink, just okay. Hold still, hold still. Just gotta roll it on there. You're smearing it all over the place. What is it with this guy? You think you're replaying the scene from the First Blood movie. Sylvester Stallone playing John Rambo. He didn't want to be in there in the first place. But now he's got to be being picked on by the deputies. One of the guys is still trying to do an ID on the guy. That's not atypical. That is just theatrical. But maybe there are some places out there that really would treat a person like that. You know, get it right, get it right. These days we just put our fingers on electronic pads. A quick second, it's already imaged. So now they got that in digital. Take a look at the camera. Smile. I am smiling. Okay, move on. No flash, no nothing. Just click. That's it. Hit the mouse button. Picture's in there. Of course, you're not going to see the results of it, but they're going to have it on file for you anyway. Especially when you're filing for general services. How about GR services? That's what they'll do for you. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a weird place right now. I'm not feeling very patriotic. I'm not waving a flag around. I'm sure as hell not trying to wake up the neighbors. 2 o'clock in the frickin' morning, we got neighbors blasting our neighborhood out with fireworks, trying to make sure that they're going to get ready for tonight's onslaught. There's only 2 nights I allow them to have this, and I still have to keep an eye on them. 4th of July and also on New Year's. I'm expecting, with dread and anticipation, and with grimace, that we're going to get a lunatic who doesn't know what the hell he's doing with the damn fireworks, and he's going to cause a fire. That's what I'm terrified of. I'm getting older on that one, and I'm getting more insane with the idea because I've seen it, and I don't want it happening again. A few years back, we had teenage brats trying to do their own bottle rocket stuff. One of them launched. Right, one of them was launched and lodged in a tree right next to an apartment. The same damn building I see outside. Luckily enough, one of the neighbors saw the launch, had a cup of soda, went over to the tree, doused it, the rocket. The kids were already running off, yelling and screaming their heads off. I don't know which brats did it. I just don't want the same damn thing happening out here. I try to find meaning. I try to find why I'm celebrating. I haven't prayed out loud to be visited by the ghosts of liberty, be haunted. Because I want to understand it through their eyes, what they were giving up for this country and what this country is going through. To get a little clarification, to get a little understanding. Why is it that important? We value and cherish our liberties. We value our values. But the problem is when we start going loggerhead against each other, we're headbanging each other. Keep saying I'm better than you because I'm this and you're not. Got this elitism crap going on. It's bad enough when I start hearing people who want the government changed peacefully, unless there's going to be an issue with one particular political side, and then it might not be so peaceful. Hinting violence, hinting potential bloodshed. Because they want to see this country ruled this way. And if they don't get it, are we actually going to go to war? Honestly, are we actually going to go to war right after November elections? Is one particular candidate so worshipped heavily that he has to be defended with arms? States have already got this guy nailed already. And they're trying him. They're putting him through the ringer. They're going to sentence this guy. I think we already know which orange gas bag we're talking about anyway. The politicians are still talking about what happened in the debates. They're having conniption fits over the damn thing. One side is celebrating and expecting total victory and demand that the candidate be changed because the debates sucked. And it was explained that I got it through a grapevine or two that the other opponent on the debate was jet setting so much he didn't have the energy or strength to do the debate. They could have postponed, but he didn't. He was going to do it anyway. He had a force of will at this point. But apparently, the body was saying otherwise. The brain was saying, sleep, not go out and campaign. And he's doing it because he has to. He has to show the world he still has energy left to do what he's got to do. And while the orange gas bag's making fun, supporters are split on the incumbent. They want to know if they're going to be able to change their candidates in mid-flight. I mean, they already got the primaries out of the way. Now they got the generals coming up. But the candidate doesn't want to leave. The backup's not going to take over. We'll see what happens. And this is what we expect of America. How others are looking at us, at our history, compared to our present right now. Yeah, we got chaos and confusion. In a democracy, there's supposed to be some kind of chaos and confusion, but not this bad. But I've heard worse. I've heard worse growing over, watching the news throughout the years. Other countries would have their own parliament systems, would have their own congresses, that they would yell and scream and fight and try to cause bloodshed on their own, just to make a point. We almost come to that point, but we got rules and regulations. We got etiquette. But that doesn't work, does it? We still get the hotheads going on news channels, corporates or independents out there, belly aching, bad mouthing, whining. It's no wonder the what we call them, enemies, antagonists of our country, of the United States. They're looking at us and salivating, saying another democracy is going to go downhill. A great experiment. Their version of democracy, going hell in a handbasket. See, only the strong live, strong survive. Only by our will, by the elitism. Screw communism and socialism. Well, actually I have that out there anyway. But no, authoritative regime using the guise of democracy. Vote for me or else I'm going to beat you up or I'm going to kill you. Either one of them. But I still want your vote anyway. Because I'm better. Because I say so. How the hell am I supposed to be able to tell people about how great America is when we can't even look at ourselves in a mirror? How can we look at ourselves in a mirror and say that we are the greatest country in the world when we're not? I don't care how much pseudo false pride we can throw at everything, how much apparel we can throw on here and say, I'm patriotic, I'm American, I got red, white, and blue all over me. Look, I got the painting all over me. Look, I'm like an idiot. Ancient empires, including the Roman Empire, citizens didn't have to do that. Citizens already had problems concerning about the transfer of power every so often, especially when you had an imperial senate that had two chambers, one for the lower caste and one for the upper caste. And they had generals in the Senate with their armies either going out there fighting or guarding the gates, so to speak. They had rules and regulations of their own armies can't go into Rome and conquer. But apparently there was a couple of characters out there in the Roman history that actually did that. We pride ourselves on the same lines, under the same mentality. We think we're like Roman gods or Roman Empire. We just haven't said it, but we said it one way or another. Manifest destiny. This arrogant notion that we're better than anybody else. We're not better than anybody else. I don't care what the hell they say. We're not better than anybody else. We're like everybody else. We just make the decisions differently at this point. If we're going to be better than everybody else, then our pride and our arrogance and our ego will be the death of all of us. You know, will be the burial marker in our tomb. Yeah, my own thoughts and feelings about this, because I am uncertain of how to be an American citizen, how to think and how to feel, especially when I have everybody else being so screwed up in their own heads and their own minds that they think they know better. It's like dealing with millions of lunatics in an insane asylum. We worry about the lunatics coming across our borders. They're coming out to get us. No, you already got the lunatics here. We just don't like looking in the mirror half the time. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll joke, try to have a good time. We don't see reality check. What makes us so damn special? Are we that arrogant? Are we that cocky? What makes us better than every other damn country out there? We haven't shown it. We haven't proved it. We only proved that we're bullies. We're proving that we're the modern day Roman Empire. Yeah, but at least in the empire, if people could afford slavery, fine. But if they couldn't afford slavery, they could also become slaves, indentured, working for other masters. I wonder, are we doing that regarding corporate? Might as well. We're having issues over that one, aren't we? So we got the elitism going on for a hell of a long while, telling us how we should run our country one way or another, changing the rules of the game all the time with the court's decisions, stacking the courts with those who want to continue the course of power, the march of empire, the imperial. Some people would think that the empire would be like people wielding force. Well, they are wielding a force. Only, unfortunately, we gave that will to them. Power of the people did that. History keeps telling me that one. Of all the things that we keep trying to tell that we're so advanced on, we haven't advanced on ourselves. We've gotten sloppy, we've gotten lazy. We lost track of what American values were. American hard work. Oh, we slapped the name American because we think it's hard work. It's just hard work. And yeah, we need to do hard work because that's how we get the country working. But not like slaves. Only because we actually had something meaningful. Maybe, yeah, if we actually did have a touch of pride in ourselves. Being part of something special. Being part of a group, part of a unit, part of something greater than what we are. Being humbled by it, grateful for it. You would have to live in humility about it. People don't want to live in humility. They want their pride and their aesthetics. Show that they know better. Maybe some people probably think I'm a dirty, rotten traitor. Maybe I am. Only because I've seen too much of my country turning into their damn Roman Empire at this point. And nobody ever studies it. Nobody doesn't want to study history. It's too damn complicated, too damn heavy for him. Too damn long-winded. We got people telling their stories left and right in books. Major books would tell them. Encyclopedias would give them a little bit of information. They go online and read everyone else's blogs. But they got to ask themselves, I think, my own humble opinion, which sucks anyway. What do you think makes America great? What do you think makes you an American? Is it the bureaucracy? Is it the laws, regulations, a constitution? Is it the fighting spirit that was long since past? We actually were fighting for our lives, our freedom. We actually were throwing it out left and right. We keep saying that we're going to be going against the other guy. We're going to be fighting him. We're going to be causing bloodshed because if he doesn't do it our way, we're going to do something nastily and dastardly to him. It's our way or no one else's. That's democracy. That's how they look at America. Democracy is bullyism. Be bully to everybody. Do I got to be a bully? Seriously, do I have to be a bully? Do I have to start throwing my weight around over here and telling you that I am elitist and you're screwed up and therefore you got to listen to me because I say so? How does that work? And somebody actually is going to say that to me. I guess the only question is why? Because I say so. Why? What makes you better than me? How dare you? I dare, damn it. You're going to start interfering in my life one way or another, I'm going to be asking for it, damn it. We're supposed to be pursuing life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness. Well, you're screwing around with all three, including my liberty. I want to find out what the hell your major malfunction is. How about that one? What makes you that much higher than I am? There's no advancement. There's no ranking concerning of it, this damn thing, unless you're in the military. That's one thing. But as a civilian, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. So I don't do the game. I don't display the colors as I should. But if I do display the colors, I better make damn sure I know who and what I am, how I feel about it, and everything that goes with it, without trying to stample on people's civil liberties left and right. If America is supposed to be advanced citizenship, at least I know I value the Constitution of the United States. Every time I get pledged into allegiance to the flag, I was also saying it to the U.S. Constitution. It's not sacrosanct, it's not golden law, but it is a workable document. I don't care how many versions of religion that people have said that I'm supposed to live and breathe and worship and by their own standards. Deal with that one. I don't know why I'm still here. I don't know why I'm still up. I don't know why I'm still alive doing this shit. But I was just so damn screwed up with the holiday it is. Not just the damn fireworks blowing things up left and right. And I'm worried about more fires happening. I'm asking myself, why do I keep celebrating a country that's tearing itself to pieces? It can't redefine itself. Can't find anything to build itself back up. It just simply wants to tear people out, tear people apart, screw the laws and regulations and everything else that made our country workable, manageable. I didn't say perfect. Screw it. There's no such thing as perfection. We just have to make sure that it's still running. But we also have to make sure that we all have an understanding that we have our own dreams and our own goals, but we want to show that we are, if we are going to be having an ego at this point, unique in the world. We don't have to strut around like we are the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was a group of thugs. They used force, they used blades, they used ships, they used weaponry, they used slaves, and they thought they were special. The empire split apart eventually. One section died off, the other one lasted for a long time until they died off. But they did die off. But they still left us with a European manifest destiny that transferred over, that we still have in our blood and our genes. So I keep asking myself, what the hell are we doing this for in the first place? Why do I keep doing this shit to myself? I'm trying to explore this. I know in a few minutes there's going to be light outside. I should be putting up the flag. But why am I doing it for? Am I doing it for you, me, for the people who have already died already? Who bled over that flag? What it meant, what it stood for? And what if I don't? Does it make me anti-American? Anti-patriotic? I'm not a maggot? What am I? I'm a guy questioning everything that America values these days and also back then. What's the truth, damn it? What's the real truth? That's someone else's made up conspiracy crap. It's what I think and what I feel. And what I hope to be. And what I pray. I don't follow someone else's lead concerning about how they worship. Screw it. I do it my own way. I understand God my own way. I don't need anybody else to screw that over. As for this country, they say it's still a work in progress. I'm looking for perfection and being done, but it's never going to be done. Not in my lifetime. That should be okay. Other people want to solidify it and just make it concrete. Our country's not made that way, and it should never be that way. At least that's how the tradition's been told to me. They told me otherwise. We're supposed to be fluid, dynamic, ever growing, one way or another. We're supposed to be exploring, not subjugating, but allowing things to happen. Not be an empire, be a country. Be one that we like, be one that we love, be one that we worship, and the one we die for. We want our peace, we want our freedom, we want our liberty, we want our money. We want our religious freedom to believe in something. The struggle continues.